Ahlan Visalan, welcome. We are here today to talk about a topic which interests everybody. How do we create more value? What can I do in my business? What can I do in my day to day life to create more and more value? Because today, if think about yourself, when you go out to buy something, what you are looking for value for money. If you are doing business, if you are procuring, if you are taking any services, you are always looking for value for money. And what if you intend to deliver something to your customers and need to deliver it well, you need to deliver value in more ways than one. Just it's a vast topic. We are going to look at a few key points of how you can go about delivering the best possible value. And the more value you generate, the more value addition that you do, the better your business will go ahead. My name is Huzaifa Nakhoda. I'm a chartered accountant by profession, and I have been working since 1994 with a core focus on business transformation and looking at how we can help businesses go beyond just the traditional way of how they have been doing things, how they can rise to the next level. It's not to say that they are not doing things well. Definitely, you would be doing things well, but how you can still rise beyond and do it even better and add more and more value in what you are doing. The first premise which I want to establish here before we go ahead is that what is it that you're aiming for? Here we have a picture of Mount Everest, the highest mountain peak in the world. And anybody, whether in personal life or business, is always aiming to be the best. We are always aiming to reach the peak of excellence. If you are going to say, this is good enough, I'm just going to go ahead with it, then this talk is not for you. We, in all spheres, whatever we do, we need to strive for excellence. Only then we need to improve. If this premise is accepted, that yes, I will strive for excellence in whatever I do, then there are some key and important lessons I have for you. Year 2020, year 2021, we are dealing with multitude of challenges. Okay. And in all of these, businesses have survived and they have thrived. Yes, there have been difficult times for certain businesses, but they have taken a call that yes, we are there for the long term, and whatever it takes, we will endure this and we will go ahead. Let's look at the first part, that in spite of all this, there are companies who have been growing. There are companies who are on the growth part, and whatever you do, you don't want to remain stagnant because the economy, the markets around you are growing, they are dynamic. And if you are not on the growth path, you will get stagnant, and the world around you will keep on moving faster and faster. And if you remain stagnant, everybody else around you is moving faster, you will start to decline. The first thing is that yes, you necessarily need to have a strategy to ensure how that at all times you are on the growth part, your business is on the growth part. You need to find new and better ways of doing things. In doing all this, remember one thing: do not try to venture into things that is unknown. Somebody made a lot of money in some area, looks very tempting. Let me also go and let me also do that. Do not compromise on your core competence. Do what comes to you naturally, because in that is the area where what you are good at. Yes, if you see certain areas where those areas are flourishing, and if you would like to go out, acquire those skills, make it your second nature, and then go for it. Do not go into any line of business, any venture, without knowing the line just on a copycat that they succeeded, we would also succeed. in all the ventures, whatever you do, make sure that there is no quick buck. In this business world, what we do, there is no quick buck. There are people who are fly by night operators. They hope to make a quick buck and exit. Those people will never sustain themselves for the long run, and they will lose credibility in the long run. If you want to sustain, if you want to have a sustainable business model, you need to have a business model where you benefit yourself and make others benefit. You need to look at your customers, your suppliers, all the stakeholders. Whatever deal that you enter into, whatever your position in the supply chain, your business process must be tailored to ensure that it's not that you are the only person who are benefiting. The society around you, all the other stakeholders, they are benefiting. Only then will it be a sustainable business model. 3 core essentials which you should have in place. What are some of the things that you should do to ensure that you achieve these? First of all, if I want to add value, if I want to be productive, I need to evaluate my fitness levels. Are you fit to be productive? Today, everybody is very health conscious. We have got various types of apps, fitness apps, etc., to record and review your fitness and how would you improve your fitness on an ongoing basis. This is for your body. Definitely you need to take care of your body. Do you have such apps? Do you have such mechanism to monitor the fitness of your business? What are the resources that you apply in your business? 3 elements: resources, rigor, and results. What are the resources that you have? What are the efforts that you put? What is the rigor that you apply to utilize those resources? Determines what results you get. You need to have a very robust management information system to monitor your resources, your rigor, your results. What resources you have? How are they being utilized? Are they being overutilized? Are they being underutilized? Are they being unutilized? Your rigor, the efforts that you put, maybe they are very efficient, but are they effective? The results which you get, are those the results which you desire? Are those the results which you planned for? Are those results short-term or long-term? The combined effectivity of the resources, rigor, and results is the net productivity of your enterprise. You need to look at what monitoring mechanisms you have to track these. If you're not tracking this, things will go out of hand. If your resources are being underutilized, it's not good for you, because you have some resources and they are lying idle. If your resources are being overutilized, that means you are overusing them, you are abusing them, and in the long run, those resources will run out. All this, you need to have a mechanism to monitor. A proper enterprise resource planning system or a CRM, call it what you may, but you need to have that proper system to monitor all this. An accurate mechanism to measure all these factors needs to be in place. Some of the suggestions I will give you: that resources, just look at your assets. Are you listing the original cost? Are you listing the current value? Since when have you been using this asset? What is its remaining useful life? How are you utilizing that asset now? What is the potential for utilization? The maintenance cost now, the maintenance cost in the future, revenue now, potential revenue, etc., etc. For all your assets, you need to have a mechanism to monitor this. For all the efforts that you put in, all the efforts that your employees put in, that you put in, you need to have a mechanism to monitor. Okay. This is a typical one suggestion of how you could map your resources. Of course, it's a simple, very simple chart, but many people do not do even this. Now, this is not something that you should prepare in Excel or something later. Yes, if you do not have anything right now, you start preparing Excel as a start, but you need to have it as part of your MIS, that on a monthly basis, on a regular basis, these things are being tracked. And a very, very essential part, we talked about resources, rigor, and results, right? The rigor comes from the efforts that people put in. Are you recording and monitoring how every person in your business spends their work time? Are you ensuring that all work is result oriented? How do you go about doing that? How are you doing that? And remember, when we talk of every person, charity becomes at home, that every person includes you. So first start with monitoring how you are spending your time. And of course, you need to monitor the time that your employees spend. Very, very simple thing. You can just maintain a timesheet like this. On every day from this time to this time, I worked on this project. This is the work I did. Any remarks you want to put? This can be done as simple as in an Excel sheet, but there are scores of apps and online tools available where you can ask your employees to enter there and you can monitor it real time. So this is a very, very essential thing. Monitor your time, how you're spending your time. There are apps like Trello, etc. You can just Google it and look for timesheet apps or time monitoring apps, task-based apps, which you can use. Trello or Slack, many, many apps which you can use for this. If you don't have time for apps, at least put in a shared Excel sheet where all your employees share the way that they are spending their time, and you can monitor, especially in these times where people are working remotely. You're not physically seeing your employees. Many are working from home, from remote locations, maybe from different countries. This type of monitoring will be very ideal for you to monitor how your organization is functioning. Some very, very quick tips for you. We have more where this came from, and we hope to connecting with you in the future. All these are part of our overall module called the Science of Resilience, a Business Perspective, where we look at how we can make an organization crisis proof, make it strong enough to endure anything that hits it. It's not about disaster recovery or not about disaster management. It's about how you can make your organization disaster proof and make sure that whatever hits the organization, it's not that it will have a setback and it will go ahead. It's about putting at the defense mechanism to ensure that major setbacks do not happen in the company. If you have anything to ask, please email us at ask@navigate.ae. To know more about us, you can visit our website, www.navigate.ae. It was nice talking to you. Thank you. Masalam.